Welcome back to the Delaware Way. You will find no bigger Donald Trump supporter than the man I'm about to introduce you to, Rob Arlett, who is, they have you down as a Trump advocate. You're so much more than that, but I appreciate you coming back.
It's great to be back, Larry. Appreciate it.
So you were for Donald Trump, I remember, just about before anybody else in the state. You were with him during the primaries, and you told me he was going to win, and he did, when other people were saying there's no way he could win. And then when he got to the general election, you told me he was going to win, and you were with him, and then he did win. So congratulations on all of that.
Thank you.
Now he's in office. How do you feel about him?
He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. What a great concept of a president to actually be a leader and do what he's going to say. So I've been very supportive and been very excited and very proud of him in his efforts.
Well, let's go to him doing exactly what he said he was going to do. As far as I know, Obamacare has not been repealed or replaced.
Right.
He was not able to do that. Is that a failure?
No, I think it's a learning curve from both the Congress, because again, it's the Congress that has to set forth the repeal. So he obviously would sign off on it as being the president, but
he said he was going to do that,
and he will. So we're just getting started, and so I think I think Congress needs to wake up. They need to focus on the American people and not getting themselves reelected or keeping their power base, if you would, or focusing on the establishment. The Congress, need to focus on working together for the American people and move forward with the agenda that has been set forth by our president. Because again, he was the elected president, and he has the thoughts and the ideas to move this country forward. So I implore all of Congress, specifically our 3 federal elected delegation here from Delaware, because they're not doing their job, in my opinion. They're not focused on working for the Delawareans and not focused on working for the American people. They're continuing to doing partisan politics, and I'm actually disappointed in them.
It's interesting you say that, because of course both our senators and our congresswoman are all Democrats.
As is our governor.
And Donald Trump has now worked with Nancy Pelosi and with Chuck Schumer to get a bill passed, to get legislation through. How did you feel about that?
I was very excited that he's working across the aisle. That's what a leader does. You don't just focus on those within your own party. A leader reaches out to everybody. And that's one of my 3 things, if you remember back when I decided to run for him, that was the unity piece. He is a unifier, as he did back in the private sector, and he will continue to be a unifier of the American people. But Congress has got to wake up. And it's very unfortunate that they did not repeal Obamacare, because our federal delegation here in Delaware continues to say that those that are on Obamacare in Delaware, without it, they won't have access. Are you kidding me? We live in America. Everybody has access to health care. Whether they choose to do it or not is one thing. When the government forces them, how does that make it right?
I want to get to you for a second, because there were a whole lot of people across the country that were early in supporting Donald Trump. I wonder how they prosper from that now that he won. How do you prosper from that?
Well, you know, I prosper. I still live in Sussex County, Delaware. I still own a real estate company. I'm still an elected county official, and I'm still married of 28 years and still a father of 2. And I haven't proffered, if you would, quote unquote, anything other than the experience that we've had through the entire, I would say, 18 months. And certainly, I will share with you, Larry, that a lot of people have encouraged me to continue on with our thought process and continue on with a movement of speaking for the people and being a voice of reason, both in Delaware and beyond.
Sounds like you're running for a new office.
You know, I haven't changed since you've known me. So, you know, I think that we've always been this way. We're not looking at anything other than continuing to be a good husband and a good father of my kids, and try to be a champion of common sense.
Should I take that to I'm not ready to make an announcement yet?
I think I want to continue to focus on how I can best serve. And truth be told, my entire involvement in politics has been one of faith. I think you know that. I think I shared that with you before. And I would say it's no different today than it was before, and it will continue to be that. So we'll see what the Lord has in store for our future. But in the end, right now, I'm excited about where we are today. And we are actually, later on this evening, we're going back down to Washington, D.C. I'll be there for 2 days. And we want to continue to work on getting this country straight, focus on Delaware, and continuing to make Delaware.
Have you met with the president since he's been in office?
I have. I've been to the White House 4 times. And so it's exciting to have access and communications directly with the White House and those surrounding the White House within the administration. A lot of great people and friends that I've met through the inauguration committee that I was on. And so no, we just want to continue to put forth good common sense reason in this process.
Great.
So,
I got a feeling you'll be running for something, but when you're ready to announce, please,
well,
please
I just
let
want
us
to be the
know.
best husband and dad that I can. That's what I'm running for. So,
thank you,
Larry,
Rob.
pleasure.
Rob Arlett, who is the very first that I know of in the state to support Donald Trump, and of course, he was right all the way down the line.